Michael Jackson, remember this was like 6 weeks before he died, sounding slurred, were played by the prosecutors on Wednesday.
I love them because I didn't have a childhood. I had no childhood. I feel their pain. I feel their hurt. I can deal with it. Heal the world. We are the world. Will you be there? The lost children. These are the songs I've written because I hurt, you know? I hurt. Okay?
Sad to listen to that. You know, a lot of people have talked about why, or theorized why the doctor would have a recording like that on his iPhone. I wonder if he did it so that he could play it to Michael Jackson and say, see, this is why we need to start weaning you off the drugs, all the drugs, not just the propofol.
That seems to be, from a defense standpoint, one of the best explanations you can have. But it seems kind of odd. I think all of us, when we hear that, why would the doctor be recording him in that way? But it's still, it's an incredible recording of Michael Jackson and that condition that he was in at the time. But I think from the defense standpoint, Dr. Murray's got to testify and explain why he's recording him.
Absolutely.
But it was 6 weeks before. Is he he's gonna say perhaps that I've played that for Michael? And that didn't. We haven't heard anything about why he recorded it or what he did with it.
And since we haven't heard, it's pretty much, I mean, Conrad Murray's going to have the opportunity to explain it in whatever way he chooses when he's on the stand.
So you're positive that he's going to testify?
I think if I'm...
Unless something dramatic changes.
If you were the attorney.
If I'm his lawyer, he's on that witness stand.
Because people like doctors. He doesn't have any criminal background or anything to hide.
But more importantly, this to me, this is what it's all about. His statements on tape. They've heard it. At this point in time, if I'm his lawyer, I'm not going to stand there during closing argument and allow the DA to call my client liar, liar, liar about the timeline. My client's got to take the witness stand and explain it. And my client has to take the witness stand and look over at those 12 jurors right in the eye and explain what he did and say, I never wanted him to die. I
just wanted the $150,000 a month.
Well, I don't know if he's going to say that, but he's certainly going to say, I did my best. My best wasn't good enough, but I'm not a felon.
You know, another thing that people have talked about a little bit is that if he is convicted of involuntary manslaughter, that is a 4-year prison term. He has no criminal record, which means right away he walks into the prison door and his sentence will be reduced. I mean, he may not have served all that much time if he didn't go to a jury trial and just said, okay.
But he'd lose his medical license,
Exactly.
Well, he still may lose it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a separate
proceeding, completely different from this. But what's more important is that's the max he can get for. There's still no guarantee he's going to get the 4.
To me, that's not even the issue. The sentence. Nobody thinks the guy is going to serve hard time. It's just the point of whether they can convict him or not.
And have justice.
True.
For Michael Jackson.
Justice for Michael. That's what the fans outside the criminal court buildings say.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.